Well, welcome back to part 14 of this fantasy save where Manchester City were dropped into the Championship. Got back into the Premier League at the first time of asking. Yeah, last season we were champions. I've moved a lot of players out and I brought a lot of players in. If you don't know anything about that, then I suggest you go and watch the last episode. That was a transfer special. We didn't play any games in that one. It was just telling you all about the new players. And there were a lot of them. I think in all the time I've been playing Football Manager, I've not signed as many players in a summer transfer window before. So this game could go either way. It's Tottenham, it's at home. And we're going to get straight into two games today. I think it's Tottenham and then West Ham away. But a very, very new look Manchester City side to have a look at. Okay, so the goalkeeper is familiar. Plazzari, we've still got him in goal. Back four of Doyle, Giallo, Kabak and Cancelo. Yes, João Cancelo is back in the fold again. Always liked Cancelo at City, but obviously he did fall out with Guardiola. Hopefully, me and him will get along like a house on fire because he's a very, very good player. The midfield three, Yepes, Moriba and Lavia. Zalazar on one side. Oscar Bobby's still with us. He's on the right. And Lovelace gets the nod today over Jude Soon-Sut-Bell. I was a little bit dubious about which one to put in there because Jude Soon-Sut-Bell came from Tottenham. So, I mean, should we put him in? You know what? Let's put him in because he's playing against his former team and hopefully we'll get that headline at the end of the day saying Jude Soon-Sut-Bell gets the better of his former team. Lots of injuries today. Phil Foden is injured. I think Echeverry is injured. Is Echeverry on the bench? No, Echeverry's on the bench. Well, we do have lots of injuries and fitness issues as well. Let's get stuck in. Okay, the game very even at the moment. 14 minutes into the match. Callum Doyle with the throw. Plays the ball back to Romeo Lavia. So lots of these... and that just skims the top of the net. Lots of these names we are going to have to get used to. Certainly me in commentary. Going to have to get used to a lot of new faces in the team. Doyle there, nice tackle. Fails to win the ball though. And probably a fairly star-studded Tottenham team here. Pedro Gonzalez with the ball on this left-hand side. Plays the ball back to Idoji. So I think it's going to be a bit of a tough test for us. I don't know. We're probably going to have to wait until we do settle down. That's offside, that ref. Yep, linesman's got his flag up. Panic over. But Son there, you know, doing what Son usually does against Manchester City. Beats the back line and scores a goal. This time he was unlucky. He was offside. Okay, back with another highlight. Callum Doyle playing the ball back to Giallo. Kabak now with the ball. Playing it over to João Cancelo. João Cancelo can play either left or right. I used to like him on the left when he played for City before. And Jude there heads the ball straight into the keeper's arms. Very, very easy for him. But we do have options now. We've got plenty of options in this team for switching things around. We've still got Perones here right in the centre who played most of last season. So we've still got those players here. But however, Tottenham coming forward with the ball. Maddison there very nearly forgot to take the ball with him. Pedro Porro. Son fires the ball. This time it's in the back of the net. But the linesman's got his flag up again. And it looks like our back line there is doing an absolutely sterling job. They're keeping a nice straight line and just moving at the right time. And it looks like that is going to be disallowed as well. So Son, for the second time in this game, gets a goal disallowed. Okay, I'm just thinking whether to go from positive to attacking. I don't know whether that might be a little bit suicidal against the Tottenham team, who we've already seen have got the ability to... Oscar Bob's in. Oh, and he gets the ball taken off him in the penalty area. I thought that was going to be a goal then. Well, it's a very even game, this. I would say Tottenham are probably shading it. They have had two very good chances, both offside. We've looked a little bit weak up front. So I think I'm going to say that I think we've been unlucky so far. Let's just have a quick look at see what we can do with any substitutions. Soonsup Bell's on a 6.6. I think we'll carry on as we are. I mean, if we can get a point out of this first game, it would be quite a nice little result against Tottenham, because in real life Manchester City never do well against Tottenham. But if we can just nick something here, it would be absolutely brilliant. So we are getting a forced injury now. Yepes has gone off, or he's going off, with what looks like quite a bad injury, so not ideal. Okay, I've taken the opportunity to make a few more changes. Echeverry has come on the left-hand side, although he is going to play as an inside forward, cutting in. Who else have I changed? Kamara has come on as the ball-winning midfield player. Perone has replaced Yepes, and Lovelace has come on up top. And it was a bit of a risk with Jude bringing him on, but starting him in the game. 6.5, he's not really done what I wanted him to do in this game against his former team. But, you know, it's going to test these young strikers out, because the Championship and the difference between the Championship and the Premier League is the moon and Mars. So whether these young kids who were really good, particularly Lovelace was very, very good in the Championship last season, can he step up to the Premier League? Well, he's got a great opportunity now. Okay, 73 minutes before we get the next highlight. I have stepped it up to attacking. It might be a bit suicidal there. Oscar Bob plays the ball inside. Mariba, ball forward. Very, very poor ball. But the game's gone a bit scrappy. Callum Doyle to Echeverry, just come on. Perone, Echeverry's making his way inside now. Ball is in the back of the net. And Zach Lovelace, who has just come on to replace Jude Soonsup Bell, has scored his first goal in the Premier League. And that was a very, very nice move. Callum Doyle plays to Echeverry. Echeverry then goes infield, pulls players with him. Ball slid across. Lovelace taps it in the back of the net. And we are winning 1-0. Okay, Echeverry now chucks the ball in the box. Mariba there is, well, I think that was a poor ball actually. We can't blame Mariba for that one. Very poor ball at the box. But I have dropped to a cautious mentality. We don't need to be forcing the game now. Sarri's going to have a shot, and Plazzari sees that one. Well, actually, it looks like he made a save. I thought he'd fired that. That did seem to go very wide. Okay, Son now with the corner. Son is always a thorn in the side of Manchester City, whether it's a computer game or in real life. Come on, lads. And the ball is given away to Lovelace. Echeverry is on his bike. Echeverry now. Is he going to go wide with this? He is set to come inside. Plays the ball, and a very, very poor ball again. And Echeverry has been very poor since he came on. Couple of wayward passes, and he's just not looked in the game at all. Okay, last change of the game. We're on 85 minutes now. About 10 minutes of this game left. Echeverry has switched over to the right-hand side, and Ndala has come on the left-hand side. I have high hopes for Ndala. I think he's going to become a very, very good player when he matures. Well, 9 minutes of time added on, so we've got to sit here now and wait for 9 minutes to see if we can get the 3 points in our first game. 9 minutes, and it has, and we've got the 3 points. We've beaten Tottenham 1-0 with that Zach Lovelace goal, and hopefully that's a good sign for the future. Well, if I'm honest, I didn't expect that result. I didn't expect us to beat Tottenham. But anyway, we have done. And we're moving to our second game of the Premier League season now. And it's an away game against West Ham. So let's see if these players travel well. And let's try and get another 3 points on the board. Let's see what we can do. Okay, having to shuffle the pack today. Injuries are getting chucked at me left, right and centre. The game started off by taking one of my centre-backs away. Do you want him to go on loan? Yeah, please. Oh, okay, then he's gone out on loan. And then straight away, they injured 2 centre-backs as well. So the game is doing its usual thing. But yeah, injuries are forcing a few problems on me today. Romeo Lavia, in fact, I need to take Romeo Lavia off. off the bench. And Yepes is injured as well. Do I have another player to bring on? Samuel, maybe. Need to sort that bench out a little bit. Actually, no. Foden can come on. He can have a little bit of game time. Okay, so it's Plazzari in goal. Back four of Doyle, Jallo, Kabak and Cancelo. The midfield three today are Perone, Moriba and Kamara. So two new players in there today. Forced injuries. Cherlinov is going to play on the left-hand side as an inverted winger, so we get a chance to have a look at him. Etcheverry is going to come and replace Oscar Bob on that right-hand side. Let's hope he has a better game against West Ham than he did against Spurs. And Lovelace gets the start up front. So 26 minutes before we get the first highlight, so obviously a really exciting, thrilling game this. And my word, is there a colour clash there? Why have we not played in our blue shirt? Because that would have been so much easier. Okay, I did get a message from the assistant manager before this game, and basically his words were quite blunt. We'll be lucky to avoid defeat in this game. Well, okay then, mates. But we are on the attack. We've nicked the ball here. Moriba plays the ball to Cancelo. Chips the ball very nicely over to Cherlinov. Let's see what Cherlinov can do. Cherlinov can float a lovely ball in, but Mariev's header, not great if I'm honest. Okay, just coming up to half-time now. Ward-Prowse floats a ball in, and that hits the crossbar. West Ham, who did lose their first game of the season, so I didn't really see who it was actually. It might have been one of the big boys, so not too much to take from that. West Ham again. Ward-Prowse now taking the corner on the other side. Ball's floated over. Can we get the ball out? Bowen with the ball just outside the penalty area. We do need to get hold of this ball. A point today would be absolutely brilliant, but the ball is in the back of the net. There's no flag, and Bowen gets the first goal for West Ham of their season, and it puts them 1-0 up against us. And not ideal if I'm honest. But this looked like a bit of an in-off. Was it an in-off? Johnson fires the ball in. Oh no, it was a clean strike. Bowen beats Plazzari, and it's 1-0. Doyle now, and we do need to step up in this game. We've had one shot, nothing on target. We've been very poor in this game, considering that we beat Tottenham in the first game. Okay, it wasn't a convincing victory, but at least we did get the 3 points. Cherlinov now in the box. Etcheverry. So Etcheverry fires against somebody's ankles, and Cancelo on the rebound. The keeper makes a brilliant save. Cancelo now with the corner and floats the ball into the box. We don't get a head on that. Ball's headed out. Okay, I'm just going to say show me something else in the second half, because that was not great. Cancelo now with a corner. We do need to score one of these corners. Nope, the ball's headed away. And Moriba there can put that in the back of the net, but no, he decides to fire it over the top. And West Ham get away with one. So I've just gone attacking. We need to get a goal in this game, obviously. Ball's floated over. Ball's in the back of the net. No flag again. And we are losing 2-0 at West Ham. So a baptism of fire, this one. Against Tottenham, maybe lulled into a false sense of security there. I thought it wasn't the greatest game, but we did get the 3 points. So I thought maybe we're going to do all right. But West Ham, not the greatest team in the world, and we are losing 2-0 now. Okay, 60 minutes on the clock. We do need to do something in this game. 4 changes, and Dala, Foden, Cherlinov and Zalazar have come on, and we have changed shape. Foden is going to play just behind Soon-Suk Bell up top. So those changes have made absolutely no difference whatsoever. We're still on the same number of shots and the same number of shots on target. So it's made no difference whatsoever. And West Ham now piling on the pressure as we come to the last 15 minutes of the game. And it looks like West Ham have actually got a penalty for themselves there. So we could be on the end of a bit of a battering here. If this penalty is awarded and goes in, we will be 3-0 down. So not ideal. Penalty has been awarded. Plazzari can do himself a massive favour here by saving this for us. Is he going to do that? Paqueta left-footed. in the back of the net. We're losing 3-0, and this is not ideal. And these are the kind of results that are not great for keeping hold of Phil Foden. If we want to keep hold of Phil Foden, he is still wanted, and he actually is want away as well. He wants to go, which is not ideal. We have the 95 million on him though. If somebody comes in with 95 million, we will have to let him go. But maybe that's the rebuilding process. Maybe that 95 million will actually help us out. But it's all West Ham now. 10 minutes of the game left. Play the ball forward into midfield. And of course we've lost our DM now. We're playing with an attacking midfielder. Cancelo does pick that ball up smartly. Lovely ball in there from Cherlinov. And that is a very, very nice finish from Jude. But of course it's a goal for us. So the referee is having a look at this one. You notice that VAR never gets involved in opposing goals. Oh, and it has been disallowed. So we're not even allowed a goal in the game. I mean, that's got to be... Was that nose hairs? Not quite. That's a shame that. It would have been nice for Jude to get a goal there. It was a good finish as well. The offside rule is just ridiculous. I've always thought since I was a kid the offside rule should be scrapped completely. I don't understand it in modern football. It makes no sense. Okay, we're going at 7 minutes of time added on. We are going to come away with a defeat at West Ham. And, well, the assistant manager was right. Yep, we got absolutely battered. And once again, the assistant manager is recommended. Far from pleased with that result. Yes, we're far from pleased with that result. I mean, to be honest, this season, if we can avoid relegation, then that's a bonus. Because we've got a lot of new players in here. And... well, they're not the greatest, let's put it that way. Okay, a 3-point episode. 1 win, 1 loss. Not great, not the greatest of starts. We will play, better teams than West Ham in this league. And we'll not get the points against them. I'm just having a quick look at the league at the moment. Brentford, 2 games played, 6 points. Newcastle, top of the shop. United, Liverpool, Crystal Palace all won all of the first 2 games. So, not great really. I would have preferred to have got a point at West Ham. But it's early doors, only 2 games played. We kind of need middle of the table at the end of the season if we can get there. But let's just have a quick look at the finances, because the finances do need to keep an eye on them. So the balance in the bank, 42 million in the red. So that's staying fairly stable at the moment. Not too worried about that. We did sell 54,000 season tickets. So, I mean, that's going to help along the way, isn't it, really? And maybe a couple of little cup runs to bring a bit more in. But 42 million in the red, not too bad. I'm not unduly worried about that. At least it's not getting any worse. Okay, going to go and play some games off camera now. And we'll be back very shortly. And let's hope by the time I come back, let's hope that we put a few more points on the board. And try and get that mid-table position and try and keep it for the rest of the season. That would be brilliant. We'll see you very soon.